From a beautiful scenery here at Mo de Frank Stadium at Garnet Valley High School, we are just about set to go for game number 3 on the season for the Garnet Valley Jaguars as they play host to the Wilson Bulldogs. Ryan Liddy here along with Ryan Crote to take you through the first couple minutes of this ball game. Ryan, Jags have started off 0-2, looking to make a statement win tonight. Do you think they can do that?
I think they can. I mean, they're coming into this game. They started the season 0-2. They're hungry for that first win. It's been a disappointing start to the season, that's for sure. But let's get one thing straight. I mean, they haven't really played bad. They just haven't really, especially in that Downingtown West game, they just failed to convert on opportunities and put the ball in the back of the net. So I think they're overdue for an offensive showcase, and I think it's coming tonight. I think the Jags are going to put up a lot of goals in this Wilson team. I think Wilson's a quality team as well. Hard to get a lot of information about them. District 3 program, difficult to figure out where they kind of stand in terms of how strong this team is going to be. But I think it should be a good game. I'm looking for the Jags to really attack on offense, be aggressive, take shots, score them, please. I mean, that would be amazing. And I think if they're able to do that, they should walk away with the win. But, I mean, we've seen so far this season, I mean, they've played some quality teams. This opening stretch of the season is very, very difficult for them. I think this is a must-win game. If you're looking to, make us improve upon last year. I mean, you can't really get any better than they did last year. I mean, making it to the state finals and unfortunately losing to a team that's as stacked as Radnor. If you're looking to improve upon that, you got to pick it up. 0-2 to start the season, both games at home is not the way to start. Got to pick it up. Another game here at the Mo. There's a chance for them to make a statement, and I think they will. I'm confident they will.
Wilson finishing 5th in District 3 last year at 16-4. District 3, of course, a much lighter district than the powerhouse that is Delco and District 1. So we'll see what happens here. Jags, of course, finishing 6th in District 1 last year. But again, District 1, a much, much harder area than District 3 is. We're about set for opening ceremonies. Let's send you down to our PA announcer. After another great rendition of the Star Spangled Banner, we're just about set to go from the Moda Frank Stadium. Teams will take the field. Jags looking for a statement win here. And it's all going to start with this face-off and Kai Lopez hopefully winning it.
Got to get off to a quick start here if you're looking to pick up your first win of the season if you're this Garnet Valley team. Hopefully Lopez can get the face-off win, and hopefully they get a quick goal off of it. I think that would be a great way to kind of set the tone, let Wilson know that Jags are here to play and they're not messing around.
This, of course, as we have just heard from our PA announcer, Wilson's first game of the season, their opening night. So we'll see if Wilson can move to 1-0 or if the Jags can get in the win column. Either way, someone's going to get their first win. Teams will meet in the middle. Two goalkeepers will shake hands. And then we'll be off. Your goalie matchup tonight for Garnet Valley, number 33, the junior Drew Keaveney. And for Wilson, number 34, the sophomore Thatcher Swachik. Teams taking their positions. So, of course, the first night of the Sweet 16 of the March Madness tournament. Keep you posted on everything happening there. Current game between 7-seeded Michigan State and 3-seeded Kansas State. We're underway. Face-off is won by Wilson. And Eric Becker winning that face-off. Things starting up. Good stick check there. Ball's still loose. Retained by Wilson. That was Seamus Breslin. Shot blocked. Whistle blows. And looks like that is going to be a 30-second penalty on the Jags. Flag flew on that shot.
Not the start you would have wanted if you're the Jags. Sorry I'm late to the party, ladies and gentlemen. I was busy taking care of a window issue here in the box, along with the help of my wonderful friend, Liam Moran.
Looks like that penalty is going to be a hit to the head on Trevor Sacamandi. He'll take a knee for 30 seconds. And Wilson will have the first man-up opportunity of the game. Play resumes. Wilson passing the ball around. Shot ripped, and it is just wide. That's shot by number 23. And we cannot see his name on the roster. We apologize.
It's Jack Kiersakowski.
Leaping shot is drilled by number 18. And we don't have his name
Cohen
either.
Reniger.
Cohen Reniger, my mistake. Cohen Reniger drills it for the first goal of Wilson's season, and they take the 1-0 lead.
Just a disastrous start for this Jags team. I mean, you're trying to pick up your first win here. You're at home for the third time in a row. You are in dire need of some offense. You're in dire need of a win. Getting a penalty early on, giving Wilson an opportunity early on to put the ball in the back of the net, and then letting him succeed in doing it not the way you want to start as
And
you try to seek out your first win of the season.
Huge hit there delivered on Sacamandi. That's going to draw a violation call from the refs. And Kai Lopez will begin the first offensive possession of the game for the Jags.
Wilson's thrown the first punch. Jags just got to make sure that they don't get hobbled by that.
Drew Golt and Joshua Graham come onto the field. Here's Cam Woolward, the freshman. Makes a move and backs out of his drive. Here's Henning. Henning ducks under a block. Shot just missed. The race for the ball is won by the Jags.
Nice shot there by Henning. Good stop by this Bulldogs defense. Ball ends up in the stick of Lopez. Shot goes wide.
And that time, the Jags could not get to it, so Wilson will take over. Here's Eric Becker. Gets to number 9. That is Wes Prentice. Ball will go out. And Jags will take over. Pass missed by Henning. And Wilson gets it right back. Ball is loose again. That time the Jags get it. Sacramandi's pass to Woolard is missed. And it goes right back to the Bulldogs.
Jags are struggling to maintain possession right now. They're being aggressive, but they're losing the ball. Got to find a way to be aggressive and not be careless.
Keeper sends a bounce pass to Eddie Case. Case running down, sends a wide shot. Too hard of a bounce, and it goes right over the net.
Yeah, I think Eddie Case might need a physics lesson after that shot.
Here's Breslin. Ben Rada. Making a move on Wilkins. Almost acted like he was taking the shot. Ball goes out to Rada. Here's Brady Rigdon. Rigdon makes a move on Jack Burba. Rigdon, shot, scores.
That's far too easy. Rigdon splits the double team with ease. Bulldogs get their second of the game early on in this one. Less than 4 minutes have passed. 2-0 already. Jags once again finding themselves in a hole here at the Mo. Got to find a way to climb out of it. Got to get the offense going.
Time to the goal there, 3 minutes and 55 seconds. And you can see the difference in energy on each of these sidelines. Face-off violation called on Lopez, and Becker will take it up. Lopez delivers a stick check. Here is Carter Brensinger. Spencer Thagan gives to Rada. Rigdon back on the field. At the 40-yard line. Making a move and losing the ball. Jags take over. Declan McGuire gives back to the keeper, Keaveney. And the Jags will have a chance. Pass to goal. They'll start things up. There's a ground ball to Joshua Graham. Cam Woolward back onto the field. Graham gives to Woolward at the 30. Woolward acted like he was winding up. Gives it up to Kai Lopez. Lopez makes a move. Spin move. Shot! Just wide.
I like the aggressiveness from Lopez, trying to get a shot off. Maybe not the best look, but at least it's something. Jags retain possession. I call that a success.
As the sun begins to set over Motor Frank Stadium, looks like the GV girls varsity team has just returned from their game at Owen J. Roberts. Making a spin move is Henning. Almost lost the ball, but Graham loses it anyway, gets it back. Gives to Lopez. Lopez down the lane. Myers, shot, scores!
What a goal. What a goal for Myers. A huge one there for this Jags team. And a heck of a job by Josh Graham recovering that ball after the high pass from Henning. Just couldn't go into his stick. Able to recover. The Jags get a goal out of it.
Jags are on the board, and the Wilson lead has been cut in half.
That's a huge, huge goal. Get some energy going into this Jags team. They're going to need it. Wilson looks like a very strong opponent. That goal does open up things, though.
Whistle blows. Gavin Rosello came on for the face-off there. And it's won easily by Becker. Wilson slows things down to allow for changes. Here's Rada. At the 15.
Jag cannot allow Wilson to respond here quickly. That's what they did way too much of on Tuesday night against Downingtown West. They would get a goal. Downingtown West would come down the other end, and within minutes they'd have tied it up. Jazz got to make sure that they can keep Wilson from adding to their score total. Hopefully get some momentum out of it.
Here's Breslin. Shot, or pass rather, almost blocked by Luke O'Donoghue. Breslin at the 25. Gives to Rigdon. Rigdon makes a move. Underneath, shot, scores, 3-1 Wilson.
That's exactly what I'm talking about. Just like that. All the work he did on the other end of the field to get a goal on the board and get back within one. It's nothing now. Wilson's just got their third. Just having their way on that side of the field. This Jags defense has been solid to start the season. Wilson just moving the ball really effectively, cleanly.
Cohen Reniger gets his second of the ball game. Lopez back on for the faceoff. What a hit by Chris Faith. Somehow the ball stays in Wilson hands.
Gotta love the energy from Faith. They're gonna need that.
Here's Becker. Rigdon. Double teamed. Good defense. Rigdon. Shot was saved.
Heck of a stop by Drew Keaveney. Rigdon had scored a goal like that earlier in this game. getting around his man and getting a wide open shot on goal. Nearly did it again there, but Keaveney able to stop that one from going in. Heck of a job there.
But
The Garnet Valley keeper.
that save will not mean anything as a flag was thrown and penalty called on Chris Faith, so he'll take a knee.
I think it still means something. I mean, he stopped the goal. But you're right, Wilson will have possession again, so he's going to have to do a little bit more work here for himself now that they're a man down.
Wilson with their second man up of the ball game. Rayton gives to Brensinger. Brensinger. Rada. Rayton. Rada rips a shot and scores.
That's a dart.
What a shot from the 25-yard line by Ben Rada. His first.
Waste no time putting one in the net after Garnet Valley goes a man down. Just mistakes that you cannot afford to be making here for this Garnet Valley team. Wilson's a pretty darn good program, looks like. But Garnet Valley's just getting manhandled right now.
Jags now trail 4-1. Face off won by Becker once again. Jags have only won one face-off tonight, and it was to open up the game.
Jags have got to find a way to be the aggressors. Got to be the ones putting the pressure on their opponent. They have yet to do that this season. At least that I've seen.
Long pass. The long pole going for it. And Brensinger will slow things down. Here's Rayton. Shot and a score for Ben Rada, his second in a matter of 60 seconds.
Wow. What a shot from Rada. There's another one there. Back to back. Nothing Keaveney can do there. I mean, that's a very tough shot to stop.
And it's now 5-1 Wilson.
Jags picked up a nice goal to make it 2-1, and now in the blink of an eye, they're back down by 4.
Largest lead of the ball game for Wilson. High pass. Henning looking for a flag, did not get it.
Too much of that today. Not even the end of the first. We've already seen too many mistakes.
And a good move there by number 8, Eddie Case. And Wilson, their sideline starting to get very energetic compared to the Jags sideline, which just looks completely depleted right now.
Jags have got to find a way to breathe some life into their offense, into their team.
Rada. Behind the net. This is Brensinger. He gives to Breslin. Breslin. Pass intercepted. That one was intercepted by Evan Wilkins.
Rada's coming behind.
Wilkins did a great job there of recognizing the pressure. Gives to Gold. Drew Gold, the Towson commit. He will slow things down with 1:20 left. Goal. Trying to push. Here's Jackson Snyder.
Ball made its way to Graham. He's got it behind the net.
Graham at the goal line. 49 seconds left. Whistle blows. Timeout called by the Jags.
I think that's a smart move. I like the call. Jags have got to find a way to put a ball in the back of the net before this period is over. 48.2 on the clock here in the first.
And we will be back after this break. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. So we are getting you the score of the girls' game, and that is their first loss of the season, 13-1 to the powerhouse Owen J. Roberts. Goal shot wide. Cam Woolard was closest, so it'll stay with the Jags.
Jags got to get a goal.
Here's goal.
End the period off on a good note. Take some momentum going into the second. They need it desperately.
20 seconds left. Jags have to move. Good defense there from Wilson. Henning rips a shot and scores!
That's absolutely huge. Absolutely huge. That's what they need. You've seen Rada have success for Wilson with some quick shots from far out. Henning showing his prowess there, putting an absolute rocket in the back of the net. That's the way the Jags are going to need to play. They're going to have a tough time getting close to the net, getting some open looks against this Wilson team. Going to need more of that.
Henning, the Penn State commit and top 30 player in the country, according to Inside Lacrosse. I believe he's a 4-star recruit. And a face-off violation called on Becker. 10.7 seconds left, and I think the Jags are just going to ride this out.
I don't think they should. I mean, 10 seconds is...
Lopez is going to look for it. Donahue!
What a goal. That's exactly what we need. This is the Jags team that we know they are capable of being. Get some momentum going.
Luke O'Donohue with his first varsity goal. Keep that ball, Luke O'Donohue.
They've had such a tough time finding some consistency, getting a run going this season. This is the closest we've seen to having it happen. Got to keep this energy going. This is exactly how they should be for the entire period, not just the final 20 seconds.
They're going to try another one, and they will not be able to get it before the buzzer sounds.
Still a lot to be proud of at the end of this period.
In a matter of 5 seconds, this went from basically a blowout to all of a sudden, we've got a ball game.
An entirely new ball game, by the way. Heck of a job by the Jags to stay in it, get some quick goals before the period's over. 5-3 the score after one.
Ready?
Good. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. After the run the Jags went on to end the first quarter, they will look to continue that momentum as a fresh 12 minutes come on the clock. And we're going to begin quarter number 2. And I feel like Lopez may have forfeited the faceoff there. And Wilson will have possession. Rigdon. A shot right off the bat, just wide. Things will stay with Wilson. Breslin will have it.
That's what Keaveney's going to need to continue to do. Just put up that stance, keep up his defensive game. He's been doing great. Garnet Valley offense has really been picking it up. Been very proud. And those last couple seconds, Liddy, some of the best times we've seen in lacrosse.
Where are my manners? My mistake, ladies and gentlemen. This is Liam Moran along with Ryan Liddy. Completely forgot to let everyone know that the wonderful Liam is on the broadcast right now. Here's Rada. There's a shot. Underneath. What a save by Keaveney. And that will go to the Jags.
Great D there by the Jags. 3 defenders, including Keaveney, on that Wilson offensive player. And like I said earlier, that's exactly what you're going to need if you want to close this gap. Because if they extend their gap, then you got no chance.
Jags set things up. Here's Lopez. Gives to Joshua Graham. Graham. Gives to Henning. Henning. Drive. Shot!
Oh!
Chris Henning! Wow!
Oh my goodness. Chris Henning, are you kidding me? That's his second on the night. And just like that, we went from Jags down 5-1, bang, down by only 1. And what a turn of pace this has been for the Jaguars.
In a matter of 1 minute and 40 seconds, this game has gone from 5-1 to 5-4. The Jags have life. Whistle blows. Lopez wins it. Henning going to look for another one. Gives the goal. And the Jags will slow things down. May have just seen a little lightning in the distance. Keep an eye on the weather. Doesn't look too ominous out there. May have just been heat lightning. A little early for that, though. Here's goal. Goal! Shot and saved that time by Swachik.
And Swachik, what a great save there. Tough shot. We know Golt is a great player for the Jags. Came in low, read it perfectly, and allowed the Jags not to tie it up.
Wilson taking it up. That is Bryce Kelser. And the ball is taken right back by Graham. Another lightning strike out in the distance. Lopez takes it up. Screen set by Jack Burba. Here's Graham. Graham has a wide open lane. No one was guarding him. He'll give it up to Chris Henning. Henning, shot, lefty, can't get it.
And I don't blame him one bit for that shot. I mean, he has been on an absolute tear. Got to give it to the guy with the hot hands if you want to close this gap and take the lead. And a little more lightning, is that, Liddy?
More lightning out in the distance. Must not be within the 10-mile radius that shuts the game down. And if you're the Jags, you want to try and get a goal here and tie it up in the event of a inclement weather delay. Jackson Snyder at the 30-yard line, getting pushed back. Good defense there by Jackson Wagner. big lightning strike, and they're going to have to shut this game down pretty soon if that continues. Henning, if you're Coach Urso here, you might want to tell your offense to push and score a goal that's before this weather delay that is clearly coming. Henning, shot!
Chris Henning! Oh my goodness, what a whirlwind of events for Garnet Valley. Chris Henning with a hat trick on the night, ties it up for Garnet Valley. Another lightning strike. Oh my gosh, Liddy, this has got to be one of the most exciting lacrosse games we've ever seen. What a comeback from Garnet Valley.
No pun intended, but the Jags are thunderstruck. Right now, Liam gives me the look like, what did you just say? I did say no pun intended. Chris Henning with a hat trick, and we are tied up. Lopez wins the faceoff once again. Here come the Jags. Zach Myers in the end zone. As we heard on the PA announcing earlier, congratulations to our very own athletic director, Seth Bruner, on being named the Pennsylvania State Athletic Directors Association Regional Athletic Director of the Year for the Southeast region of Pennsylvania. Congratulations, Mr. Bruner. Timeout called by Wilson as the clock continues to run. And now the clock stops, and we will be right back. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. As the officials have been notified of the lightning in the area. And looks like the officials are going to be on high alert now. Again, the rule being if that lightning gets within a 10-mile radius of Moda Frank Stadium, the game will be shut down for 30 minutes, and for every lightning strike within 10 miles, that 30-minute clock will reset.
And Garnet Valley, if it does stop, it'll be 5-5. Garnet Valley, what an impressive turn of events here, tying it up. On paper, you see D3 school here. Don't want to jinx anything, but D3 school versus, Garnet Valley Delco school. Garnet Valley should win that 10 out of 10 times. And I think they just lost a little momentum after St. Joe's Prep Downingtown West. But what a fantastic turnaround, and I've been so impressed.
And if you're the Jags, you might want to take the lead here before this delay. That's a save by Keaveney. This delay, if the game is tied, flag flies, it may shut down your momentum.
Oh, no, absolutely. And sorry about that. And yeah, absolutely, Liddy. It would kill the momentum. It's been, like I said before, it's been such an impressive turnaround. And Jags doing fantastic. And you'd really hope to see that all kind of shut down because of some weather. But if they keep playing the way they have been, consistent, both good on offense and defense, dominating this Wilson team, I think regardless of the weather, they should be able to win this game.
Kai Lopez with the ball. Gives to Joshua Graham. Graham gives to Henning. Lopez. As calls come from the Jags sideline. Drew Gold going to slow things down. 5 minutes, 55 seconds remain. Behind the net. Finds a cutter. Lopez! Just high. Zach Myers will take it in. Here's Graham. Tyler Ryburn with his first touches. Henning. Gives to Ryburn. Graham. Ryburn at the 35. Gives back to Graham. 5 minutes, 10 seconds left. And best case scenario, this Lightning hits during halftime and we don't have any stoppages in actual play. We just have a delayed start to the second half. Graham making a move. Tried to push, backs out of it. Here's Myers. Myers. Goal. Almost had it. Had to back out. Last second. Goal. Makes a spin move. Wilson playing very good defense. Here's Goal on the far side of your screen.
Garnet Valley kind of turned up this aggressiveness factor after Coach Urso gave them, I want to say, a light pep talk when they were down by 4. And I've been very impressed. This offense facilitating through Graham here, and they've been doing a great job.
A light pep talk with some words that we are not allowed to say on recording. Here's Henning. Another one for Chris Henning!
Number 4! Wow!
Jags take the lead!
Oh my gosh. I think right there, Liddy, that's your player of the game. Oh my goodness gracious. Jags up by 1 for the first lead all game. Chris Henning. Unstoppable beast.
And the face-off, once again, won by Lopez. He lost the ball, and he hits it right to a Wilson player. But Mike Medici is there. Sacamandi gives to Golt, and he'll slow things down. Golt takes a hit. That was O'Donohue, rather. He lost the ball. And that will be a violation on the Jags. That will turn the ball over for the first Wilson possession in almost 10 minutes. But it ends just as quickly as it started. Drew Golt got the ball back.
Yeah, and Golt's going to slow things down here. 3:20, you don't want to give up a goal. If you can take a shot, then absolutely great. But, you know, better to not get scored on.
Here's O'Donohue. Scored his first varsity goal of his career tonight, looking for another one. Henning at the 20-yard line. Makes a move. Henning gives to Lopez! Just high.
That's Lopez's second just too high shot of the night. He's just been so close, so consistent, just needs to bring it down a little bit lower. But what a fantastic presence he's been for the Jags tonight.
Lopez makes a move. Gives it up to Henning. Henning underneath! Snyder had it. Ball is fought for. Wilson ends up with it. And this time, great defense played there. Long pass. And Wilson will have their first possession of a long time. What a save by Keaveney. Wrestling with the ball. Guarded by Jake Zarrett. What a stick check. And the Jags get it right back with 1:48 left in the first half.
Keaveney turning up the defense, read that perfectly, manages to stop. Wilson gets the ball back, and Jags right back. What a twisty, turny game.
And now I think we just heard thunder. Penalty flag was thrown. The ref's not talking anything over regarding the weather. Officials timeout called. Rather, a Garnet Valley timeout called. And a 30-second penalty on Wilson. We will get you the player. That penalty is on. Welcome back. Ryan Lee along with Liam Moran with 1 minute and 42 seconds left in the first half. Jags lead 6-5. They have gone on a 5-0 scoring run. Looking to score another one here with a man-up opportunity. And Jackson Wagner taking a knee for the Bulldogs. Here's Snyder, gives to Gold. Lopez. Gold. Wound up, but backed out of it. And Lopez will hold it. Minute 14 left. Henning. Gives to Gold. Henning! Way high, and that one might have just gone over the backing net that is used to catch the balls in terms of wild shots.
And wow, I mean, that shot flew incredibly fast. I mean, when it's going that fast, you're bound to miss it. But Henning, props to him, been consistent all night. Whip of a shot, and now, Jags can just afford to hold it for this last minute or so.
60 seconds left in the first half. There's a shot from Henning again. That time he went lefty. Could not get it.
And this triage of Lopez, Henning, and Gold is absolutely deadly to this Bulldogs team.
Here's Lopez. 36 seconds left. 30 seconds. Lopez will hold at the out-of-bounds line. Running it down to 20 seconds.
Jags will probably go for one more shot here.
Lopez makes a move. Running out of time, though. Now 10 seconds left. And they're going to try and push. Goal! Almost hit a top corner. And with 3 seconds left, that's going to end the half. We're going to bring Ryan Croak on to say a couple words, and then we'll go off for halftime. Ryan?
I just want I just want everybody to understand here that when I said this team needed to go on a little bit of a run, this is what happens when you go on a little bit of a run. It's an entirely changed ball game. This Jags team played in that second period better than they have all season long. You had the ball movement was spectacular. The defense was incredible, and they put balls in the back of the net. This is what they had been looking to do at the beginning of the season. They finally found their groove, and it paid dividends. Dominant second period. No goals scored by Wilson, 3 goals scored by the Jags, and it all started with those 2 goals at the end of the first period. Heck of a job by this Jaguar team getting back in the game and even taking control of it. And it all starts by getting in your groove and taking control of the game. They did just that. They set the tone, looking to keep that going in the second half.
We will keep an eye on the weather over halftime and let you know of any change in circumstances. And we'll see you in the second.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Moda Frank Stadium as we get set for the second half of action between the Garnet Valley Jaguars and the Wilson Bulldogs in this thrilling boys lacrosse matchup. What a first half it was, Liam. A roller coaster ride that is just beyond description. What are your thoughts coming in from that disappointing first period that ended with a bang and that stellar second period from this Jaguar team to take the lead?
I mean, my thoughts are everywhere right now. I mean, disappointed is an understatement, and then banger is an understatement because that first period, I was devastated. I thought Jags were going 0-3. I thought morale was going to be through the floor. But Chris Henning and this Jaguars team, Drew Keaveney with the saves, and what a turn of events it has been for the Jags. Now up 1, and I've been nothing but impressed.
I mean, it all just comes with a just change in the energy, change in the approach. And it all started with that second goal that the Jags got near the end of that first period to make the score 5-2. It didn't look good for the Jags. They were down 5-1. They had been pretty much dominated by Wilson. Get that one goal, and then they follow it up by getting another goal just with 10 seconds left in the period. And that made it, instead of being 5-1 after the first, it was 5-3, and that brought them back within striking distance. And they come out swinging in the second period, absolutely dominate Wilson, and even end up taking the lead. Stellar play from Chris Henning and company. Offense is firing on all cylinders at the moment. Gotta hope that they keep it up, though. Still an entire second half left to play for the Jags. They look to pick up their first win of the season here at the Mo. Something else to monitor, though. There is lightning in the distance. So we'll have to see if the game does end up getting called off. It'd be a shame if it does. But something that we'll be keeping an eye on as the game progresses, as we're about to get set for the second half of action between Wilson and Garnet Valley. Liam, what do you think the Jags got to do to walk away here with their first win of the season?
Keep pushing. I think keep pushing this Bulldogs team past their limits, which is what they really did in that second period. Consistently score on them. Make sure you don't get far behind. And I mean, this 6-5, this is the first lead they've had all game. It's not like they were up by little and then came back. So let's see how Wilson deals with being down.
It has started to rain here at the Mo. Weather situation, something to keep an eye on. In case you're just joining us, I'm Ryan Croak, joined by the wonderful, as always, Liam Moran, as we have just started the second half of action. Lopez fighting for it on the face-off. Ends up in the stick of, looks like Saccomanti's going to come away with it for the Jags. Oh, no, it's back in the stick of Wilson. Bulldogs looking to start the second half with a successful offensive possession. Trying to tie up the game once again. Looks like that's Brady Rigdon. Pardon me, that's Cohen Renninger. Here is Brady Rigdon. Directing traffic. He'll pass back up to the top of the zone. Now in the stick of Spencer Tenga. He gives back to Rigdon down at the 5-yard line behind the net. Rigdon swings. Nice defense there from the Jaguars, not letting anybody get through. As Wilson tried to find a lane for themselves there. Looks like that was Seamus Breslin.
Absolutely great defense from the Jags. You're noticing this quick in, slow out kind of offensive scheme here from Wilson. And, you know, they're just trying to get something, anything new to get their lead back.
More stellar defense from the Jags there. It'll go to the Jags. Heck of a play there by Ethan Cleaver, forcing the ball out of the stick of Rigdon. Great work there by the sophomore to give the Jags possession, looking to score their first goal of the second half. They have their first possession right now. Now they'll look to work it around. Zach Myers. Jags getting set. Cam Woolard, the freshman, has it at the 40-yard line. Woolard swings. It's now Drew Golt. Golt's had a solid night here at the Mo. Guarding him is Jack Kursakowski, pardon me. Golt. What a shot from Drew Golt. Back of the net. Jags up 7-5 now. Open the scoring here in the second half.
That's exactly what the Jags need. Further extending this lead. Great shot there from Woolard to Golt. Through traffic there. Tough shot to make. And then Golt running around this Wilson Bulldogs defense for the great shot. Tough shot to make, too. But now Jags up by 2. Put in a very good position.
See why there. He is a Towson commit to play lacrosse. Certainly got the offensive prowess to hang at the college level. Jags force a turnover off the face-off there, taking it away from Eric Becker. Jags, just after putting another one on the board, thanks to the offensive skill of Drew Golt, they're not going to have another chance to add to their goal total. It's Zach Myers behind the net. Working on Bryce Kaiser. Cam Woolard. Woolard working on Jackson Wagner. He'll swing it across the field. It's Josh Graham. Works his way around a couple defenders. Shot goes just wide. Heck of a job by Graham, though, to find some space for himself to get an open look. Could not convert, though. Jags will retain possession.
Yeah, I like that shot from Graham there. Woolard was open for a pass. Graham had a good look. Unfortunately, a little to the left, but Jags, retain possession, get another opportunity to score.
It's that kind of aggressiveness that it really set the tone for the Jags in that second period. It's really what has allowed them to get back in front as they're swinging it around once again. Up 7-5, and it's an entirely changed ball game, as we mentioned earlier. 5-1 earlier, the earlier score in the first period. Wilson scoreless since. Jags have scored 6 straight dating back to the end of the first period. Here's Drew Golt. Gives for Henning, back to Golt. Zach Myers now. Swings it across the field. Pass intended for, let's see who that is. It looks like it was intended for Golt. Couldn't find the mark. It'll be Wilson ball. Taken out from their own goal line. 7.5 to play here from the Mo in this third period. Jags have maintained their dominant level of performance so far.
And Wilson's got plenty of time to make up these 2 goals. We saw the Jags do it in, 15 seconds? Wilson's got 7.5 minutes and a whole nother quarter, assuming game doesn't stop.
Goal, nice spin move. Gets fouled. Flags fly. Goal is good. Drew Golt falling down. Puts it in the net. Somehow finds a way to put the Jags up 8-5. What a goal there from the junior. And heck of a play there by the Jags in the defensive zone to set it up. Forcing another Wilson turnover. Turns into a Drew Golt goal. And what a goal it was.
Absolutely. A little tongue twister there.
Drew Golt goal. That is a fun one.
Yeah, tripped over the Wilson defenders. And, yeah, what a tough shot. As he's falling, manages to get it in behind
team,
Wilson goalie. Absolutely. And now it'll be 8-5 Jags.
Lopez bodies his man in the face-off circle. Sending a message right there to Eric Becker, and the Jags win it comfortably. Now with it is Luke O'Donohue. Already has a goal tonight, his first varsity goal. Give to Cam Woolard. Josh Graham will have it now from the 35. I was talking to Graham earlier today, and he said as long as the Jags could find a way to put some goals in the net, they'd have success. That was the one thing they had struggled with so far to start the season. Looks like they've broken that slump tonight. Started off slow, but they have broken this game open. 8-5, 7 unanswered goals for this Jaguar team.
Yeah, 8 highest score for the Jags all season. We saw a devastating loss. They were up 4-0 on St. Joe's Prep, and then Downingtown West, just rough game. Lost. Downingtown West had 9 that game. But Jags dominating, and I've been, like I said earlier, nothing but impressed with this Jaguars team on both sides of the field.
Looking to add another to their total. We just passed the halfway mark in this third period. It's Luke O'Donohue again. O'Donohue making his way around the world right now. Jags turn it over. O'Donohue fighting for it. Ends up in the stick of, let's see. Good job by the Jags to recover the ground ball. Took a hard hit, but regained possession. Hard to tell who that is from up here. Pass over the middle. Couldn't find the mark. Jags pick it up comfortably. It's Drew Golt.
Goal managing to scoop that up before the 50-yard line there, which would have brought in some unfortunate Bulldogs defenders.
Lopez gives to Woolard. Freshman working. Creates some space for himself on Jackson Wagner for the Bulldogs. He gives to Lopez, gets it back. Once again, going at Wagner. He gives for Golt. Cutting across the middle was Myers. Golt couldn't find him. Woolard swings back across for Lopez. Shot is good. What a rocket from Chris Henning off the pass from Lopez. Oh my goodness, what a shot. Chris Henning showing why he's going to PSU. His 5th goal of the night to put the Jags up 9-5 here in the third. 4:13 left to play. Jags pulling out all the stops right now.
Henning, oh my goodness. I mean, what an impressive offensive game from him. And honestly, the entire Jags team. Golt has 2, Henning has 5, and everybody just on a tear tonight.
They're operating at such an incredibly high level. This is the level we expected them to operate coming into the season. Took a little while to find it, but now they have, and it's paying dividends. Violation on the Jags. It'll go to the Bulldogs following the face-off win. 4:02 to go. Wilson looking to find anything at all to get them back in this game. Remember, they were up 5-1. Jags have now scored 8 straight goals since.
Yeah, Henning with his 5 halfway to the school record, which was set by Andrew Golt last year against South Lehigh with 10 goals.
You think Gold will break his own record at some point during his career? Remember, he's only a junior.
You know what?
Tough one to break.
Yeah, that game by him last year was so impressive. I think it's going to be difficult for anybody in Garnet Valley future to break that.
Wilson having their first offensive possession, what feels like ages, and it's a successful one as Brady Rigdon gets Wilson their first goal since the first period. 9-6 the score now, 3:12 to go in the third. Nice shot there by Rigdon for the Bulldogs to give Wilson a little bit of life. They've been looking for it for a while now. Jags have got to make sure that doesn't stunt their shine.
And that is his 3rd on the night. And Wilson was down by 4. We saw that story before. Jags still have a comfortable lead of 3, but can't let anything get too far ahead.
Wilson wins the faceoff, but loses it quickly after. Wilson now spinning down the field. Let's see who this is. Trying to pick up a quick goal after scoring another one there. Turnover, almost. Ground ball picked up. It is a turnover for the Bulldogs. Hit from behind is Lopez, and it'll stay with the Jags. Lopez got hit in the back of the head there by Carter Brenzinger, pardon me. Jags will regain possession after a chaotic sequence after the faceoff. Jags looking to respond after the Wilson goal scored by Brady Rigdon on the other just a few moments ago. Here's Josh Graham off the pass. Lopez back onto the field. A little shaken up after that hit he took. Good to see that he's okay. Graham working with it again at the 40-yard line. O'Donohue for Henning. He gives to Golt, who gives back to Henning, who swings for O'Donohue. Jags taking their sweet time here. Under 2 minutes to go here in the third. O'Donohue trying to find Lopez in front of the goal. Shot did not go. Jags trying to prevent Wilson from getting it out of this side of the field.
And Lopez, great aggressiveness there. Gave Wetzel a little bit of a hard time, picking up that ball.
Heck of a job by Josh Graham, knocking Spencer Tanga to the ground as he was trying to field the pass from Wes Prentice. The Hail Mary pass intended for Drew Gold, just a bit too high. Gold, if he corralled that one in, would have had a one-on-one with the keeper right in front of the net, and we know how he's feeling tonight. I don't think that would have gone well for Wilson right there.
No, definitely not. And bringing it back to Graham, great player, very aggressive. We saw his 2 massive hits on Tuesday against Downingtown West. We saw his great leap to intercept the ball on defense, and he's been a stud for Garnet Valley this year.
Wilson trying to be a little aggressive here. Under a minute to go, 9-6 the score in favor of Garnet Valley. Nice defense from the Jags, and it's going to stay with Garnet Valley. Heck of a job to force the Wilson turnover.
Yeah, that Cleaver Sacamandi double team, absolutely brutal to Wilson.
Lopez.
Not able to get anything.
He gives for Golt. Golt makes a move. Pass across the middle. Couldn't find the mark intended for Zach Myers. Wilson comes away with the ground ball. Now they have a break opportunity. Shot at the buzzer, snuffed out easily by Drew Keaveney, and the score at the end of 3, 9-6 in favor of Garnet Valley. After an eventful third period, Jags add 3 to their goal total. Wilson picking up 1 thanks to Brady Rigdon. The score after 3, 9-6 in favor of Garnet Valley from the Mo. We'll have you back for the fourth quarter.
As we get set for the fourth quarter, welcome back to Motor Frank Stadium. Ryan Liddy along with Ryan Croak to take you through the final 12 minutes of this ball game. And Ryan, the Jags have had the momentum, but this game isn't over. It's only a 3-point deficit.
Absolutely correct, Liddy. And, we saw in that third period and in that second period, that second, third, and in the end of the first, just how quickly a game can change for a team. Jags down 5-1 near the end of the first. 30 seconds left. They get their second goal of the game, followed up quickly within about 15, 20 seconds.
I think it was 5 seconds at the end of the first.
I think they scored their second goal with about 25, 28 seconds on the clock. They scored their third with about 10.7 to go in the first. So a little bit of a gap there, but still incredibly small gap. And you saw how big of a difference that made coming into the second. You went from down 4 goals, being absolutely dominated by this Wilson team, to being back within striking distance, only 2 goals away. And they dominated that second period. They did the same in the third, even though Wilson finally got some momentum for themselves after what seemed like ages since they had put one in the net. Got to see how Jags come out in this fourth.
Lopez took a hit there, and Wilson will take control of the ball to start off the fourth period. Good stick check there by Sacamandi. Scrum for the ball. Things are going to stay with Wilson. A little bit too hard of a hit there by Kai Lopez.
Looks like it's going to be a physical quarter if those first few seconds are an indicator of anything to come. Both these teams trying to set the tone here for the final 12 minutes of play. Jags looking to walk away from the Mo with their first win of the season. Wilson looking to open their season with a big road win over the Jags.
Here's Rigton.
Both these teams trying to make this fourth quarter go the way they want. It's going to be a physical one.
Shot from Rigton is saved by Keaveney. Ball's up in the air. It will go out. Who will they let it? And it will stay with Wilson.
Heck of a save by Keaveney.
They call it off on the Jags. Might have called it off on Sacamandi there.
Fans discussing something right now. Rigdon's going to start with it at the restart for Wilson.
Rather,
Still Wilson.
they are going to give it to Wilson. Looked like the ref began to point towards the Jags side.
Not entirely sure what the confusion was there.
I think the Garnet Valley fans were looking for white ball, but instead it went to Wilson. Behind the net, Rada. Brensinger. Here's Rada. Moving in. Good defense. Shot, and he scores, and we've got ourselves a ball game.
That's a killer. And you've got it. The Jags did such a good job in the second and third periods on defense. So we got a moth flying around our booth.
Moth flies into the booth.
Anyway.
Liam Moran's going to take care of that issue.
Anyway, you saw in that first period, we saw Rada get 2 back-to-back rocket goals. We know he has an arm on him. And it's going to be very, very difficult for the Jags to slow him down if he starts feeling himself in the fourth. Just got his first of the period there. He's been quiet since that first period, as has the entire Wilson offense. The Jags cannot allow Wilson to get any momentum here off that Rada goal.
Update on March Madness. We haven't had one of those in a while. Michigan State, Kansas State tied at 70.
K-State just went up 72-70.
With about 6 minutes left in the game. 72-70 Kansas State.
Here's Graham.
Graham rushing in. And he backed off.
I want to see Josh Graham take another shot like he did on Tuesday night. That behind-the-back goal, they lost. That behind-the-back goal is one of the most impressive things I've seen in my time broadcasting lacrosse for this program. I want to see it again.
Here's Henning. Henning hasn't been off the field very much tonight.
I mean, he's got 5 goals. I would understand why he hasn't been off the field very much.
Henning slowing things down. Calls coming from both sidelines here. Here's Gold. It's Kai Lopez. Falls over, hits the deck. Keeps possession. Snyder lost the ball, still on the ground. Ball's still on the ground. And Wilson has it.
What a stand there for the Wilson defense. Baiting Snyder to take the double team on, and he does, and it ends up costing the Jags possession. Wilson's starting to get the momentum going their way right now. It's dangerous for the Jags at the moment.
Here comes Wilson. Rigton, we know how dangerous he is.
He and Rod are the two you've got to keep the ball away from. They have killed the Jags when Wilson has been feeling it.
Wilson, of course, feeling it right now. Jags looking to stop that momentum. Oh my goodness! As a wraparound spin, I don't even know what to call that shot. It was amazing.
Now I'm all for flashy shots, but that's just a little too much if you ask me. Seamus Breslin doing way too much for himself there, trying to do a 360 shot. I respect the attempt. But, dude, get it on frame, please, before you try that.
And you're down 2 in the fourth quarter. Not the best idea by Breslin.
Regardless, they keep possession, so it's not the worst thing in the world, but still. I mean, I'm not going to complain that he missed.
Here's Rada. Cole Kaufman onto the field with the ball. Rada gives to Brensinger. Underneath, Kaufman gives to the big man, number 44.
Jack
That's
Dendahl.
Jack Dendahl, who missed the shot.
Good stop there. Good stand there for the Jags defense. Hopefully they can get another one on their score tally here.
Here come the Jags.
Trying to put the game out of reach. Still got a ways to go before they do that. Still plenty of time left in this game. It's only a 2-goal game.
Looking to do it here! Joshua Graham!
What a shot from Graham. Taking it himself. That's the aggressiveness we know and love from this Jags team and from Josh himself. I mean, what a shot. What a shot by Graham. Moving around his defender. Creating the one-on-one opportunities. He's had glances of shots tonight. Remember, he had that one in the third that barely missed wide left. That one finds the net. Jags hit double digits for the first time this year. Up 10-7. 7:45 to go. Huge shot there by Josh Graham.
Garnet Valley has scored more goals in this game alone than they have in the past 2.
Combined, correct?
Combined, yes. As looks like we're going to have a foul or a timeout. So it may have been a timeout called by the Jags. Kai Lopez took a hit and hit the deck. The Jags getting very rowdy right now.
That's how you snuff out the Jags have had that happen to them happen to them so much against Downingtown West. And they had it happen earlier in the first period against this Wilson team. Where they came back, they responded, they got a goal on the board, and then they got snuffed out very, very quickly. And that's what the Jags just did there to this Wilson opponent that's trying to come back down a few goals here in the fourth. That's a huge goal there scored by Graham and this Jags offense. Trying to put this game out of reach. They got one step closer right there with that goal. 7.5 to go. Still plenty of time. But more the Jags play at the level they have after that first period, the less likely it gets that this Wilson team will steal this one here at the Mo.
As a call comes out for some lost glasses that have made their way up to the press box. And I can imagine if the Jags were to put another couple goals in, the Mo would definitely get loud. As not a very big crowd tonight, but enough of a crowd to make some noise.
Still a passionate one. That's how we are around here.
Jag Nation, of course, back in the outdoors after a long stint inside the 2020 Center. They have made their way back out to Motor Frank Stadium for the first time since late November in the PIAA 6A District 1 football championship game where Garnet Valley defeated Central Bucks West. Great to see them back out here. Here's Lopez.
Nice pass from
Racing
Keaveney.
down. I'll slow things down and give it to Gold. Behind the net. Gold gives it to Joshua Graham. Now with 7 minutes remaining. Cam Willard takes it way back. Willard almost back to midfield. Now he drives in. Willard taking on the larger man.
Nice
and there's
job.
going to be a flag.
Nice
Willard
job
took
by the freshman to draw the penalty.
Willard took a slap to the head and another, maybe a retaliation hit there.
I like it. I like what I'm seeing there from the freshman Cam Willard. Draws the penalty and then retaliates.
It looks like Jackson Wagner is going to take a knee. Actually, that is Eddie Case, number 8, not number 6, taking a knee. And the Jags will have a man up.
Well, Cam Wooler just showed Eddie Case how to make a clean hit. Clearly need a lesson on that.
Especially the much smaller Cam Woolard on the bigger sized Eddie Case.
Gotta
Cam
love
Woolard
the toughness.
showing some fight and toughness, even though he is on the smaller side of lacrosse players.
Only a freshman, too.
Exactly. We'll have him for another 4 years. Okay. Here's Lopez. Jags just holding the ball here. Now we're down to 6 minutes left. They're going to look for the right shot here with a man-up opportunity.
I mean, Wilson's playing very, very laxed on defense. That's going to have to change, and if it doesn't soon, it might bite them.
Whistle
Oh,
blows. It would have
please.
been a goal. Shot is waved off.
For what?
I don't even know what they waved it off for. No flag was thrown.
That's a shame. Hopefully that does not come back to haunt the Jags. Brutal goal waved off.
Thenga made a good move there.
Making a couple good moves, trying to get Wilson in the attacking third.
Spencer Thenga is going to take it all the way himself. Flag flies. 2 flags fly. And at the next stoppage, we'll see what those penalties are.
Heck of a job by Tenga bringing it in. Dodging his defenders. Getting Wilson.
Rigged in a shot. No good. It goes way off the post. And we'll see what the penalties are.
Still a good job by the Jags of limiting Wilson's ability to produce following a solid start to the period thanks to the goal by Rada. They've been quiet since then, under halfway to go here in the 4th. Good job of the Jags buckling down. Gonna have to keep it up, too.
The penalty there on Zach Myers. So Wilson will have a man-up opportunity with 5 minutes left. Wilson running out of time here.
If the Jags can prevent a Wilson goal here on this man-up opportunity, that would be absolutely huge and really demoralize this Wilson offense as it tries to crawl back into this game down 10-7 with 4.5 minutes to go.
Here's a shot. It goes wide. Wilson will retain possession.
Myers back on the field for the Jags now.
Here's Breslin. He was double teamed. Shot no good, and that time the Jags are going to get it. Like Jack Burba hustled over to get the ball there.
I think that was Ethan Cleaver, actually. Good job by him being in the right place at the right time.
Cleaver sends a long pass to Lopez. Actually, that was not Lopez. Myers, that looked like.
That was Evan Wilkins.
Evan Wilkins was wrong both times.
Good job using the roster in your hands, Lid. In your hands for a reason, man.
Here's Myers at the 25.
This is what I missed. I really haven't been able to dog on you in lacrosse. You did a good job. I'll give you credit. I'm still waiting for you to call a draw, a face-off for the girls.
Oh, it'll happen. We've only had one girls game. It'll happen.
I will wait as patiently as one can wait because I will have a field day when that happens. Just shows how far you've come. You've done a great job, Lid. I keep voice cracking 3 years into my tenure here. It's been a fun night.
Here's Myers. You see, the jokes we can play when we're winning are just amazing. When we're in a good mood. Myers! Wide shot.
You know, I can't believe I didn't bring this up earlier, but, you know, we saw the rain coming down. You weren't on the mic, that's why. When it rains, it pours, ladies and gentlemen. When it rains, it pours.
Oh, my goodness.
The famous Ryan Liddy, when it rains, it pours call during a girls' basketball game against Marple Newtown that went into overtime. Mind-boggling.
Don't worry, I'll have a phrase that you have said on Twitter tomorrow. By the way, happy early birthday, Ryan.
Thank you. Thank you, Liddy.
Jags will take over. Actually, Wilson will take over. With now 2:48 left, Wilson has no time to waste.
Nice work here by Eric Becker.
Decker, wild pass. The ball's going to go the Jags' way.
Outstanding job on defense by Wilkins to make sure that pass did not find its mark. Intended for Seamus Breslin. Great job there by Wilkins to stop Becker from completing the pass. Gives the Jags possession back. Cleaver, oh goodness. Cleaver, what a play by Cleaver to save it. It nearly went out of bounds.
And with that, I am going to hand things off to Ryan to finish things up here. Myself and Liam Moran will head down to the field to get a hopeful
Don't jinx it.
post-game interview.
I like that you said hopeful, Liddy. Thank you. Jags have possession now. I'll take you through the final 2 minutes and change here from the Mo as the Jags will call a quick timeout. Jags in firm control of the game here in the driver's seat with just over 2 minutes to go. Up 10-7 here against Wilson. Jags, let's give you a quick recap of what's happened in tonight's action. Jags went down 5-1 early in the game. Had a late rally in the first period, getting 2 quick goals with under a minute to play to bring them back within 2. Then in that second period, they caught fire from offense, scoring 3 goals. Going into halftime up 6-5 after being down 5-1, an impressive streak there. And then they continued into the third period, ending that off up 9-6. Jags offense has been struggling to find its footing all season long, and they finally have. They've broken the doors open. It's been an incredible night here at the Mo, watching them respond after 2 devastating losses to St. Joe's Prep and Downingtown West to start their season here, both at the Mo, where they really just struggled to convert on their opportunities. They had no problem creating them. Just had a tough time putting them in the back of the net. They've had no such trouble here tonight. And even though they got off to a slow start, they have been firing on all cylinders ever since. Thanks to some incredible play from Chris Henning, Drew Golt, and everyone has stepped up here tonight at the Mo. Looking to bring the Jags their first win of the season here over a District 3 opponent in the Wilson Bulldogs. They've done everything to earn that up to this point. 2 minutes to go, 2:06 to be exact, up 3 goals. Jags have possession, looking to make it 11-7. And hopefully, essentially put this game out of reach and secure their first win of the season. To start will be Luke O'Donohue for the Jags. Doubled on the restart. Wilson looking to get the ball back and quickly as Wes Prentice and Jackson Wagner trail Donahue, trying to force a turnover, and they do. Wilson ball. Under 2 minutes to play now. They're going to have to move the ball up quickly and score quickly if they're going to make this a ball game. Pass. Loose on the ground into the stick of Ben Rada. He's been hot tonight for the Bulldogs. Jags got to find a way to limit his ability to score. Wilson calls a timeout. 1:42 to go. 10-7 the score. Wilson will have it in the attacking third when we come back in a few short moments. Welcome back to Motor Frank Stadium. A minute 42 to play here as the Jags up 10-7 on the Wilson Bulldogs, looking to escape with their first win of the season. It's been a fun one here tonight. Jags are going to seal the deal. Minute and a half to play, just over. As Wilson, nice save by Drew Keaveney, stopping the shot from Seamus Breslin. Breslin picks up the rebound and puts it in regardless. Big goal there for Wilson, back within striking distance. Not over yet, ladies and gentlemen, not over just yet. 10-8 now the score, a minute 26 to play here at the Mo. And that goal by Seamus Breslin changes things drastically. Now this face-off becomes ever more important for Kai Lopez and the Jaguars. Facing off with Eric Becker. Lopez gets away with it. Met by Wagner and Becker. He gets away from the double team. Moving up the field, he's into the attacking third. Lopez takes it behind the net. The Jags will begin their offensive set, or at least try to, as Lopez still with possession after the face-off. Nice check there from Wes Prentice. Trying to take it away from Lopez, but he recovers, shoots it. Goes wide, but the Jags will regain possession. Josh Graham closest to the ball as it went out of bounds. He'll have it at the restart. Just under a minute to go. 57.6 seconds now separate the Jags from their first win of the season. Here's Graham. Open net. Got it! Oh, pardon me, that's Henning. Apologies there. Henning adds another goal to his already outrageous tally on the night. Believe that's his 6th of the game. Scoring on the empty net for Wilson. Jags up 11-8, 51.4 to go. Jags can taste it as Henning scoring his 6th. Checks out of the game. Likely that will be, barring any miracles, that will likely be his night here at the Mo, and he has earned the rest. He has been stellar all game long. Jags looking to seal the deal here in the final 50 seconds of tonight's game. Ball is loose on the face-off. Ends up in the stick of a Wilson player. They're going to have to move quickly now. Makes his way to Brady Rigdon. He's going to have to shoot quick. Pass across the field, goes wide, and it will be Jaguar ball. 26.4 to go. You can feel it in the air here from the Mo. That's a nice rhyme there. Under 20 seconds to play in the stick of Drew Keaveney. Pass does not find its intended receiver, Zach Myers. Got a whistle. Wilson bringing into their attacking third. Timeout taken by Wilson. 14.2 to go. Jags looking like it's all but certain now that they are going to pick up their first win of the season here in an impressive come-from-behind victory here over the Wilson Bulldogs. And the tone completely changed following that first period slump Jags found themselves in. Looks similar to the way they played against St. Joe's Prep and against Downingtown West. Looked like they were just going to simply get outplayed here by this Wilson team that started the game off with a bang. Jags did not falter, did not give up. Ended up responding in a big way. Took the lead in the second period, going up 6-5. Ended up scoring 8 straight goals to go up 9-5 before Wilson finally responded late in the third. And in the fourth quarter, the Jags have kept up their impressive play, doing enough to outlast the Wilson Bulldogs. Despite some signs of life being shown from Wilson throughout this period, the Jags have just been the better team. 11-8 the score, 14.2 to go, Wilson ball. Off the restart. see where it begins. It looks like it's going to be Brady Rigdon. It will be. Going to have to go quick. Takes it around. Trying to get a shot in. Gets a shot off. Goes wide right. Good stand there by Drew Keaveney, who's had a stellar night for himself again. 5 seconds to go. Brenzinger. Shot saved by Keaveney, and that'll do it from the Mo. The Jags pick up their first win of the season, After starting their 2023 campaign with 2 straight losses here at the Mo, they finally get their first win, and an impressive show of resilience here. 11-8 the final score, and what a game it was. Chris Henning with 6 goals on the game, having a stellar night for himself. His teammates played amazing as well. Thank you for joining us here at the Mo. I'm Ryan Croak, saying thank you for Ryan Liddy and Liam Moran. Have a great rest of your night. Have a great weekend. One day away from that. And hope you enjoyed tonight's game. Thank you for joining us. Have a great rest of your